I'm excited about our brothers coming, but time is an issue. So I'm going to do something very brutal. I've given them 10 minutes each. I've got this timer set for 9 minutes. So when the timer goes off, they know they've got 1 minute left. That's pretty brutal, isn't it?
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
But I'm excited they can share their hearts.
And if for the sake of time, I'll give my intro and we can flip over to Isaiah 46.
Go for it.
Okay. One of the things that really fires me up about God, I want to talk about God's control. How he's in control of everything. And it's on that, how his plan always perfectly comes together. Now for me, as most of you know, I'm in the Marine Corps. And those of us in the military probably have heard the phrase, no plan survives first contact. Well, that goes to show you, the military, we spend all this time and effort and energy in putting together these great elaborate plans to make sure everything goes just right. But then on top of that, we admit right up front, well, as soon as you actually go to execute this plan, it's pretty much not going to work. So, it always amazes me to see how awesome God's plan always perfectly works out. And amen, we serve an awesome, amazing God who can see all the variables, who can see everything. As men, if we make our plans, we can't see all the things that are going to happen down the road. And we can't possibly make a perfect plan. But amen, because God can. All right, let's flip over to Isaiah chapter 46, and we'll read verses 9 through 11. Remember the former things, those of long ago. I am God, and there is no other. I am God, and there is none like me. I make known the end from the beginning. From ancient times, what is still to come. I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. From the east I summon a bird of prey. From a far-off land, a man to fulfill my purpose. What I have said, that will I bring about. What I have planned, that will I do. For me, I kind of draw 3 things out of this little passage here. First off, God starts out his case here, saying basically, hey, I'm God. He's not some guy on the side of the road just talking to you. He's God. He's in control of everything. Okay? And also, he says, look, I knew it was going to happen again from the beginning. The end of this movie is not a surprise to me. I know what's happening. I know everything. Okay? Then lastly, hey, he's going to execute his plan perfectly. You know, I love it right here when he says, you know, summon a man, or sorry, from far off land, a man to fulfill my purpose. What I have said, that will I bring about. So he's going to take, hey, you way over there in this far off land, come here because you're going to complete my plan. And it's going to be perfect. That fires me up. Now you don't have to flip here, but I'm going to pull a couple of scriptures out of the book of Job. So if you want to write down Job 38, it's a great passage here, a good chapter that the Lord is responding to Job at the end of this book. I'm going to draw 2 specific verses here that I really like. They really exemplify the power of God. That's verse 4 and verse 12. So Job 38, verse 4, in his response to Job, says, where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? We're dealing with God who created the earth. It's like, really, Job? Where are you? Okay. And also verse 12, he says, have you ever given orders to the morning? Or shown the dawn its place? Now, being honest with the Marine Corps, I've given a lot of orders. But I definitely say I have not ever given orders to the morning. Nor will I ever in my entire life. But I mean, you know, we're talking about God here. God is in control of everything. So we're thinking, you know, I don't really get this. I don't get God's plan. You know, it's not for us to understand God's plan. It's for us to trust in God. Because from our vantage point, we can see what's right here. It's right around us. That's all we can see. God can see all the way in the future. He can see everything. And all of it is according to His plan. Now thinking about this, how am I doing on time? I'm good, right?
Doing great.
Okay. Think about this, it also, you know, makes me think of Proverbs 3, verse 5, where it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. You know, why is that? That's because of our point of perspective. What can we see? We can see this much. When you trust in God, you can see everything. He controls everything. It's a matter of perspective, our view. Our view versus His view. So, that's what fires me up. I think I made it on the time hack, didn't I, Chad?
Awesome.
All right.